Good evening, New Jerseyans. This is Hans. Hope everything is well, even my fellow Americans. I hope everyone's having a blessed and wonderful day. I got some news and highlights going on for you guys tonight that you guys are gonna like. So first, from last week, we talked a lot of issues, talked about from banning the property taxes to repealing state income taxes, liberals inappropriate spending, Dodge, and a bunch of other issues going on in the state of New Jersey, and a couple other events. Also, we got new hot topics going on for tonight. So far, guys, I don't know if you guys heard that the GOP is doing a statewide leadership summit coming up on the 22nd. So pretty much, there's more to it. I'm not gonna say it now, but this is, a lot of people got upset about this, including myself and other candidates. So I'm not gonna spoil it, but you guys are gonna love this one. So I encourage everyone to stay tuned to that one. Also, we're gonna talk more about property taxes that Ron DeSantis has proposed, and also a meeting that was going on with Zelensky and the Oval Office. So we're gonna see how we're gonna have a lot of discussion about those, but also we're gonna talk about New Jersey issues and how we're gonna make New Jersey great again, and also bring back the liberty movement. And also it's getting more redder, and we'll go from there. So anyway, guys, topic going on tonight though. So far, you guys seen what's going on. I'm actually running for governor. Actually, I was one of the first candidates that announced it. So I know some media's kind of failed to cover it, but I did put an announcement that I'm running for governor. So my platform is going to support our first responders, support our police officers, bring common sense back to the state, and lowering taxes or repealing state income tax and banning property taxes. So those are things I'm going to definitely do, and also going to advocate for school choice, and also end indoctrination in our schools, and fight for medical freedom and fight for parental rights. So we're going to see how that's going to go. So I'm actually a non-politician, but I'm here to fight for a change. I'm going to fight for all of you. And also I'm going to tell you guys too about what's going on. All right, New Jersey GOP has invited, okay, this is what they're saying. If you go on their Instagram page, guys, look up NJGOP. The NJGOP has invited our Republican candidates for governor to share their visions for New Jersey at our statewide leadership summit on March 21st to 22nd. So far, I'm going to give you a list of candidates they invited specifically. So it's going to be John Bramnick, Jack Citarelli, Ed Durr, Mario Kranjak, and Bill Spadia. Also, too, I'm going to tell you the truth about this. Nobody contacted me about this. Yes, they did contact me saying we want you to come to the event, meet everybody, but somehow I wasn't highlighted for the candidate spotlights. So a lot of people were calling them out about this, though, which is insane, though. So I find that very disappointing, though. I could tell you, for example, like some people were saying, if NJ expects to win NJ, you better have all candidates present. And also Monica Brinson for governor, who is actually one of the candidates also on the GOP as well. Thank you for bringing that up and lighting attention. She said it's shameful that I created this NJGOP summit and was not invited as a panelist, as a gubernatorial candidate. Shame on the GOP and Bob Hugin for blatantly, stuff that was going on. And also, too, she did not get an invite. She did create it along with Kim Guadagno long ago, and even tagged Doug Steinhardt. So, Doug Steinhardt, if you're listening to this, anybody else, I really hope we can fix this. Also, two other people brought this up too about this election interference at its finest. And also, too, I'm going to give you an example of some people who talked about it. Somebody brought it up. Why was Herberg for NJ conveniently left out? Seems like the establishment is scared of a conservative outsider like Hans. So it's crazy, though. Even also, too, another supporter said it's disappointing to see Herberg for NJ excluded from the summit. He's a true conservative who isn't afraid to challenge the status quo and fight for the principles we believe in. So I'm going to say I thank you all supporters for speaking up for this. And also, too, I'm debating whether I should show up to there or not, though. So, okay, if I don't show up, it kind of shows, true color what's going on with the establishment, with their status quo. So I'm very disappointed in that. So unless they want to send me a letter or email saying they invite me to do this and also fixing this. And I know some people actually brought up other concerns too as well, though. It seems like some people had a good point. They brought up issues. They're saying, "Will NJGOP right this wrong?" So I mean, I don't know. This should be interesting though, actually. So I'm just okay. I put my name on there. I'm talking to a lot of voters and speaking about a lot of issues. Yes, I did file to run, but I did announce my candidacy and I'm running for governor of New Jersey. So, the question I got a question for leadership. How is these 5 people out of many weren't invited? Where's Rulo and other candidates and Monica and myself? So I find that very disappointing. So I expect a statement hopefully by next week or we get a good response from this. I mean, unfortunately, this is unfair for the candidates and speaking up though. So I really hope, we can fight for this, but also too, I did made a statement too on my personal, if you guys follow me on Herberg for NJ on Instagram, I did make a statement about this. I wrote that the NJGOP's decision to highlight only select gubernatorial candidates at their statewide leadership summit raises serious concerns about fairness and transparency. Every Republican candidate running for governor deserves an equal opportunity to share their vision with voters. Despite being a declared candidate, I was not notified, contacted, or invited to be part of this panel forum. It appears that invitations were extended primarily to those with high name recognition, significant financial backing, or insider political connections. This raises serious concerns about favoritism and whether the NJGOP is prioritizing establishment interests over a fair and open process. The Republican Party should stand for open competition and grassroots representation, not backroom deals and selective exposure. We urge the NJGOP to correct this oversight and ensure that all candidates receive fair recognition. Voters deserve to hear from everyone, not just a hand-picked few. So that is my statement I put, and I'm going to put it on here so that way it would get the message out. So, I'm not going to back down though. So, I share the same value like Trump and DeSantis and also Ron Paul and his son Rand. As they say, never back down. So I'm not backing down from the race. I'm still going to fight, and I'm going to fight for the voters of New Jersey. And I'm going to tell you, these guys come first before, special interest groups, status quo, or anybody else. So, what people come first before politics. So that's my message, though. And I'm going to keep fighting for you guys, and I'm not going to quit, though. And I'll definitely do this, and I'll be a successful governor. That's going to be the first Republican governor that would help change things around for the first time in decades. So we're going to make sure we're no longer, far left or blue state. We're going to make sure we fight for our conservative values. And we're going to get this done and also support the parents in everything we can and take actions. Words, I got to tell you, actions are more spoken than words. And that's what I'm here to fight for. Also, guys, too, let's bring up another topic. I know I forgot to bring this up earlier. I know we talked about Attorney General Matt Platkin. So it seems like the GOP for Assembly was moving to, for article impeachment, against Attorney General Matt Platkin over abuse of power. I did write a statement about this. So, New Jersey Attorney General Matt Platkin has turned his office into a political weapon using taxpayer dollars to wage legal battles against President Donald J. Trump and his administration at every possible opportunity. Instead of focusing on protecting the people of New Jersey, Platkin has made it his mission to push partisan lawsuits that do nothing but serve the interests of the Democrat Party and its powerful donors, raising serious questions about whether legal fees will be covered by the taxpayers or by his boss, George Soros. The role of the Attorney General is to serve the people, uphold the Constitution, protect law enforcement, not to act as a personal attack dog for the Democrat machine. Under Platkin's leadership, New Jersey has seen an erosion of trust in the office as Attorney General as he targets political opponents and those who dare to challenge his party's radical agenda. This is an abuse of power, plain and simple. I commend the new state GOP Assembly for calling for articles of impeachment against Platkin, something that is long overdue. But let me be clear. When I'm elected governor of New Jersey, I will not wait for the legislature to act on day one. I got a message for you, Matt Platkin. I will fire you, and also I will put an end to this corrupt and political motivated legal attacks coming from your office. New Jersey deserves an attorney general who respects the Constitution, supports our law enforcement, and focuses on the real issues affecting our state, not one who weaponizes the legal systems to settle political scores. It's time to restore integrity to New Jersey's government. Platkin must go. So I gotta tell you, you're fired on day I'm elected, and I will not quit them. I mean, we've seen a lot of issues that was going on too. He was going after the school districts or some towns and parents, and even anybody who questioning him and everything like that. And he said that he's not going to respond to political attacks. But you know what? This is not political attacks. This is facts. Everyone is fed up with this. I mean, there's a difference between political attacks and also political agenda, and what you're doing in your office is part of a political agenda. So if you really care about the Constitution rights, help us support law-abiding citizens with the Second Amendment rights and also free speech when it, it can come from college campuses or other issues or anything like that. Everyone's voices should be heard, not be silenced. So I'm going to tell you this. There'll be a lot of changes as a governor of New Jersey, and we're going to fix this and make it right, though, under my watch. And also, two guys I forgot to thank. TCNJ invited me earlier during the week. We spoke about important issues. That was from last week. I want to thank them for inviting me as a guest on the show. It was really great. They're really good people, and they did an amazing job hosting, and I talked about a lot of issues and even campus issues. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to fight for the students' rights when it comes to free speech. I mean, there are some quad circuits where they say it's only designated for free speech or other areas. I mean, also, too, everyone can be protected from being infringed on their rights based on political beliefs. So, I mean, it's a free speech across college campuses and universities, even if it's under taxpayer dollars. We will do that. Also, too, I mean, I'm also in favor of supporting everyone to carry pepper mace on campus because everyone has a right to self-defense. I mean, some campuses, they ban maces and taser or pepper spray on college campuses. How are you going to make these people selfless? I don't know what to say, like defenseless to defend themselves if any attackers or anything like that. They have the right to carry pepper spray of mace. So that's why I'm going to make sure that they have the right to carry those things. Because, I'm going to tell you, good always defeats evil always. And I'm going to tell you, it's really crazy what's going on in some of the college campuses. So that's why I'm going to speak for a lot of you guys, fight for it. And we're definitely going to do that, though. Well, in other news, actually, the other topic that we're talking about, too, is I know we're talking about repealing the state income tax as well as banning property taxes. I mean, I was reading about Ron DeSantis was saying he had a lot of good points. So, I know he wants to put on the state level, but also, have a Trump where it can go on, federal level nationwide. So I think this would be good, though. I mean, Governor DeSantis, if you want to reach out to me, I'd love to hear that idea more because I really want to propose banning the property taxes for New Jersey. I mean, he did brought up whenever you're stepping on your own lawn and property, why do you have to pay tax for the government that owes? I mean, it's your own property. If you own the property, it is your rights. You have the right to live there, so you can't be punished by the government that's going to tax you just for being on your own property. So that's why I'm going to be in favor of banning taxes. If you paid off your own home for sale, let's say if you bought a house for 250,000, 500,000, 400, whatsoever, you know what? That money, as long as everything's paid off and everything like that. I mean, yes, we do pay it like everyone else. So why do we have to pay more penalties and everything like that? That is not right, though. Why do we have to pay extra money just for owning a land like that? So that's why, I'm going to fight for the property owners' rights, homeowners, to make it affordable. So banning property taxes as well as eliminating grocery taxes and repealing the state income tax. Those are the big plans we're going to do. And also we're going to look for alternative incomes for budget for New Jersey to generate revenues. I mean, if we're looking for projects or ideas to help do that, we can definitely do that. Also, too, I can reach out to corporations, see if they can do that. I mean, Donald Trump made a deal with Apple. So instead of building plants in Mexico, they're going to build one in the US. So I was just thinking, how about we get plants in New Jersey as well? I invite Apple to do that, but also too, there would be requirements they would do. They would actually help support small businesses in the community as well as local jobs too. Like you want to hire in the local community, like first community actually. So if you're building one in town, let's say, for example, if you want to build a plant in Linden or for Somerset, I'm just saying random towns, you know what? Reach out to the residents first and see, help get them jobs, local plumbers, contractors, like anybody who are business owners to help do this and make this happen. We can definitely do this though, and we can make this right though. We can support businesses, and also we can make a deal like what can we do to help generate revenues and economy for the state of New Jersey to make it go fast. I mean, even I invite Elon Musk, if you want to add a Tesla plant in the Northeast, I send you an invitation, build one here in New Jersey. We can definitely do that, and even have Starlink accounts, and maybe we can do deals for businesses and resorts or business, anybody that needs it the most. We can definitely do that, and also come up with deals to make New Jersey great though, and bring the economy right and affordable where people can live there. You know what? U-Haul's been making a lot of money from everyone packing and moving down south, so we're not going to force people to sell their homes, move south because of affordability. We're going to make it affordable for everyone. We're going to move down up here to New Jersey. Even as a conservative state, we can do this. It takes a lot of work, but I believe in, you got to negotiate with people, have a conversation. So that's the way we can get things done though. I can guarantee you, I'm not the man that's going to quit or run my mouth gossiping about this. I'm not. I'm going to keep fighting for this, and everyone has my every words for this. Even supporting small businesses. I mean, if anybody wants to start a small business, or even if there's those who are currently in business, we can cut the red ribbons and regulations, and we can see what we can do to make it possible. I mean, some states, like if you're in Florida or other places, it's easy to start a small business, but New Jersey, they make it harder with regulations and rules and less freedom. We're going to do that and cut all the regulations that hurts them and do what's right though. And we can do this. So I know we can get this done. So that's what I'm willing to fight for. And we'll see what it's done though. And yeah, we'll see that. We'll see how it gets done though. I mean, I promise that we're definitely going to get that done though. And we'll definitely see how that goes though. Also too, for other news though, we brought up though, I mean, I'm still fighting for parental rights. I mean, every parents have issues. What's going on? You can always reach out to me. I'm always be glad to talk about the issues because you know what? I care about the freedom of the parents' voices. Nobody needs to be bullied or getting feds harassing them or anything like that. Because you know what? You have every right to be concerned about your kids' health and education. That should be up to you. I'm going to tell you, the government has no business telling us how we should raise or educate our kids. That decision solely lies on the parents, and the parents have the right to make that important decision. I mean, government does not know about our kids or how they're raised or education. You know what? Parents have the decision to make, and that's up to them, though. So, I mean, that's why I believe government should back off from these things and let them decide. Also, government should dictate about what cars we should or shouldn't drive. Because you know what? Why are they controlling our lives like that? So that's why I'm willing to cut a lot of unnecessary stuff and prevent state and federal overreach, even support municipalities and statewide and do what's right though. I mean, if we had to reach out to federal on some issues, I would willingly work with Donald Trump or Vice President JD Vance. I mean, even other leaders, talk about what we can do to make things right though. I mean, also to make New Jersey constitutional state, even constitutional carry. You know what? We all have the right to self-defense and do everything we can, even support our police officers. So that's why, I mean, once I fired Matt Platkin as Attorney General and appointed a Constitution attorney, I would request, Attorney General to look at a bunch of issues and also to bring back municipality controls to the police departments, because some of the municipality police departments, some of them are under control of the Attorney General's office, actually. So like, for example, what happened in Patterson and Clark and couple other towns. I think it was Fanwood, but you know what? Let's bring it back to their levels and let them decide to bring back, get a new police chief or whoever they want to appoint to run the department and give them like 90 days to find leadership there, and they can report back to the state and how the progress is going. Want to make sure like departments and towns are set up for success, not failure. I hate bad publicity and negativity, so that's why I'm willing to support the blue and even do what we can for the community. So I know it takes a lot of work though, but eventually we can get things done though. This doesn't happen overnight though. As long as we can get this done, it should be pretty good though. Yeah. So anyway, guys, we almost got like 9 minutes though, but I'm going to tell you guys what's going on though. It's only the 3rd of this month, and we got less than 20 days, and we need over 2,500 signatures. Probably we're going to need up to 3,000 or 5,000 signatures. I need everybody's help though. As long as anybody's a registered Republican, they could help me with the petitions, put my name on the ballot. We need to do this because we're pretty much up against establishment. Jack already turned it in, and he's got over 3,000 signatures. If we can get 3,500 or 4,000 or 5,000, get more than him, that would be huge though. We can definitely do that. So that's why I need volunteers. I got a couple people who are going to volunteer and do manpower, and we definitely need more boots to the ground to help me with this. So I need you guys' help. So if anybody wants to come down to Newark area, Trenton, and other red areas, help me with this. We can get this done. I need your guys' help though, more than anything. And I really wanted to win this so badly. I know it's going to be hard for this. Even if I don't get the signatures on time, I can do a write-in, but I know write-in's going to be very tough to do, and it takes a lot of work. But I need you guys' help though, so my name's on the ballot. I'm here to win this for you guys. I'm here for my family, friends, and any supporters. And I really want to make a huge difference for the state of New Jersey, bring back positive legacy, and show that how New Jersey has become a successful state with a great economy. Somehow we became a new swing states, actually, so we can switch from swing states to red. Look what DeSantis did. Florida used to be a swing state, but now it became a red state. So I can do this. So I'm not a politician. I don't come from, doctors, lawyers, or rich or political elites. I'm just a people person, that believes in getting things done. And that's what we can do, though. So if anybody wants to sign up, please let me know. Also, too, the website should be back in a few weeks or so on that. So we can definitely get this done. And, I know it takes a lot of work, though, but I definitely could use the help, though. That's all we need. Also, too, guys, I forgot to mention, I do apologize. I know we said on my topic, we're going to bring up Zelensky and talk about Oval Office. When you're going to the office, though, it's all about respecting, though, because you know what? Why do we have to spend billions of dollars to continue the war, though? You know what? We need to stop the endless wars. And why do we have to spend billions of dollars to keep it working? Are we sending our kids and families to war, though? I know it's been going on for years. I can't support the war, what's going on, but unfortunately, there's casualties on all sides, and I believe that there should be peace, though. So my goal is, I really hope Zelensky can go back and, have a serious more conversation with President Trump about this, and Vice President Vance, and have a more better approach and dialogue about making things better. So you know what? We need to stop sending money over there, and also too, making negotiations with Russia, end the war, and bring everybody home, and also too, make sure there's a peace for both sides, so they can stop the wars, and also to help rebuild Ukraine, and also have an open election, because elections been suspended for years. So let there be election, let the people decide, though, because if you guys want to Google it, there's a lot of mess that's been going on over there. It's been crazy, though. But I don't support the war policies, though, because wars is. We can't be police in the world or anything like that. But I do believe in yes, Ukraine to be an independent country with their own people and leadership, though, but without any other interferences. But there should be election as well too, and also have peace though, and stop the casualties. I mean, love has more power than hate, and also too, war is costing a lot of lives, and we can't afford to let this happen though. That's just my opinion though. I mean, look, I will not be canceled for this, but I'm just saying the truth though. Like, it's just sad to see what's going on over there though. Would you rather? Does it make sense though, with all the money being sent over there just to keep the war going? Doesn't that raise that concern? Might as well have an open dialogue and negotiate. Sit down at a table for peace. Like, you can meet somewhere in Switzerland or other countries or neutral country to have a discussion and negotiate peace, and then make sure there's truce though, and stop the war though, useless wars. Endless wars, and let's have peace though. So anyway, guys, yeah, my name is Hans though, and I'm very thankful for everybody for wonderful support though. If you guys want to find me, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and also I'm at X, formerly Twitter. Find me in all platforms. Also, too, there's a website being built soon, so I'm working on that. So it should be done in a week or two. I'm not too sure, but I will get into details when that is announced and launched. And then I gotta just upgrade to the state to let them know, like, hey, we got this website that's ready, so we're gonna add the links and let them know, like, hey, I apologize. There's been a lot of changes and restructures going on, and we can see what we can do though. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Also, too, if anybody want to invite me to other panels, events, let me know. Also, too, I'll be speaking at Princeton in a few months in May, and I'm very honored to speak. And I thank the dean for sending me an invitation, as well as the Republican Club. I'll definitely be there too, and also I'll be on the grounds too. But if anybody wants to volunteer, please contact myself or the network or everybody else, and ask yourself, how can I get involved? What can we do to get involved? Let's get the non-politician in office, and we can definitely do that though. Yeah. So anyway, guys, yeah, I'm off the air. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed weekend, and I'll see you guys around though. And I approve this message. Take care.